We're back, people, and today we're bringing a film on Khristian Boyd, Northern Iowa defensive tackle. Stout, thick build. Definitely got a nice explosive first step. He's definitely like that explosive 3-tech type. That's where he'll excel at the next level. Well balanced, plays with good strength and pad level. Definitely has some different moves in the repertoire as a pass rusher. Can win and, pretty powerful. Can be tough to move at the point of attack because he plays with that good pad level leverage. Just physical player at the point of attack. And he can reset the line of scrimmage when he plays with good technique. Then there's some plays, where I think he could do better job of recognizing blocks in what, they're working at the line of scrimmage, like this specific play on outside zone. And I think him being he has very short arms. That's like his biggest negative. He doesn't have great length. And that can cause him to get, over the top of himself, lunge, kind of lean too far into people, and then, end up on the ground just like that play right there. That's kind of the negative to his game, but he can really get explosive off the ball. You have him as like a one-gapping 3-tech at the next level. Probably, will make more of an impact as a pass rusher earlier on. Like, he can definitely hold his own at the point of attack. It's just that those short arms kind of limit him from being a stack and shed type of player. But he does have power to reset that line of scrimmage. Do enjoy, his work here. Like the rip, he can use some push-pull. Has a solid, swim move as well. But getting over the top here, he works on 73, rips underneath, and then he has some fluidity. Point the hip, throw that left elbow back. Because like once you rip underneath, you kind of throw that left elbow back, open up your hips towards the quarterback. Looking like pretty explosive and fluid. Having some flexibility there to get after the quarterback. Pretty impressive to do, especially when, he's aligned as like a nose right here, a head up over the center. To get around the guard like this, basically run the arc like you're an edge defender. That's some quality movement skills to finish for a sack. They line him up at nose from time to time. He's definitely like built more like to be a 3-tech with the explosiveness, but has some of the versatility to do things in multiple different spots. This you get to see the nice explosiveness off the ball, split both. Looks like he might split the defenders, but then he attacks 61, who's kind of catching this off guard a little bit. Boom, explode into you with the chest. The thing with the short arms though, he does get like super close to these guys, so he'll struggle with longer arm tackles, and then boom, has some pop to get past there, and then I'll get after the quarterback. Move pretty well, like he's not able to catch him down, but the initial part of this, getting some pressure on the QB, really, really impressive from the alignments that he's doing and the way his movement skills, the explosiveness. And he's going to be more of like a mid-round guy, like I would say 4th-ish round player. So I very much enjoy that part of his game. He's playing, against lesser talent. This is where you get to like activate him, in that 3-tech spot. Hit that club swim move. Very explosive. Has some lateral quickness to his game as well. Just a well-balanced player. And he has that like stout build to him, so he can be tough to move. Really, it's the length that gets him into trouble. And I do think he could do a better job recognizing at the point of attack what the run play is. Here is versus Mason McCormick. He had a good battle against McCormick. That negative play I showed earlier was versus McCormick, but he won some of the battles too. When he's able to, actually get control at the point of attack, like he's doing a good job here with his base, good pad level. He's got hands on. He's fully extended. So, going against guards who don't have as long of arms, he, might be able to to do this for his own. And then he gets control of his primary gap, the B gap, and he's able to, peel off. Not able to quite shed as much as you'd like because of maybe the short arms, but he really is able to reset the line of scrimmage here, create some movement in the backfield, and have the running back basically work right into the guy he's holding up there at the point of attack. So pretty impressed with Boyd there. I just think once he gets to the next level, he's facing higher level offensive linemen. It's going to be harder for him to get off blocks, especially in the running game with his lack of length, because he just gets off of that first step really nicely and gets low into these people. And once he gets like his hands into the chest, he has like the power and strength to pop to reset them and knock them off balance. And when he does that, that's kind of how he's able to peel off these blocks at the college level. So if he is able to, shed these blocks with the lack of length, he has to do it in different ways because he's not able to, get complete control all the time. But lots of things to like in his game. Very, powerful, athletic type of player. Love watching him go to work. I think if he can just do a little better job recognizing some blocks in the running game, that will definitely help him, because you know, right here, he has a natural leverage advantage versus McCormick. McCormick's able to square him up, and Boyd tries to, you know, think he's going to get base blocked here, basically. Square, he's going to try to hold his own, but with McCormick reaching him, he gets thrown off balance, he gets too far over the top, and he ends up on the ground. So that's just, you know, his lack of length showing, because he has to overextend, kind of lunge into these people. And he can do this if it's like a straight up base block like this. He can probably do that, hold his own, use the guy for balance. But if he's trying to reach, get across, and you're not straight up squared up with him, you're gonna fall off balance. So it's just about being more aware in those situations for Boyd. But like, as you can see, very similar type scenario, except the guy base blocks him this time. He gets off the ball, he gets off low. He kind of looks like he would be overextended. If the guy is able to, you know, get his hat across, he'd probably fall off balance. And I just resets the line of scrimmage and holds that down, and is able to make another tackle in the backfield using some late extension to, you know, shed off, not your, you know, ideal stack and shed, but definitely enjoyable to watch him hold his own at the line of scrimmage. Good job using like almost like a long arm in the running game. He like fully extends the left arm, and you know, when you're using one arm, your one arm is longer than two, how you can fully extend it, so that, you know, using subtle little nuanced things like that, being able to hold your own, having the play strength just to use one arm, and you win that leverage battle. So now you can fully extend and, you know, kind of keep your chest clean. He wins that. Like, if Khristian Boyd had better length, he'd, I think, be much higher in this draft class for defensive tackles. I think people have their ideal things that, you know, like there's a standard that these people need to meet. I think he might be off some teams' draft boards. I know the Dolphins brought him in for a 30 visit. I think he feels like he could easily be a Dolphin. They kind of, you know, need some defensive tackle help. Get him in the rotation. I feel like, you know, he'd be a fun guy to have in the rotation as a pass rusher, specifically early on in his career. And then I think, you know, once, you know, he's developed nicely, I think he could potentially be a solid player at the NFL level as a defensive tackle, because he kind of has all those traits athletically and, you know, play strength wise, holding his own at the end of the attack, plays with some good core strength. Another, you know, rep here versus McCormick, getting upfield, hands into the chest, get control. He's able to square him up this time. When he's able to square up these blocks, he does a much better job holding his own, because he gets really just straight into the chest. He plays with low leverage, and he uses that strength to sort of reset the line of scrimmage. And if the running backs kind of work into his side, like, he doesn't have the length to, like, if the running back was to cut this back, he doesn't really have like that length to stack and shed to get back across, but he is able to, you know, use the alignment almost as like a shield to block them and then peel off on the side that he wants. So just pretty impressed overall with Khristian Boyd. Like his fit at the next level. For if you're going to take a chance on a day 3 defensive tackle, he's a guy that I think definitely would bring some value to a team. So if you're just make sure to comment and subscribe and say something. Peace.